Welcome back here to another video on the Banack Industries YouTube channel. Now today we are continuing on shortening the tunnel on the 2018 850 Skidoo 165. Oh yeah! Now we got the sled torn down in the last video. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. And then but we pretty much did what you all see here, torn it apart. Got the track, got the drive shafts out. So now what we got to do is there's a bunch of rivets here that hold this whole tunnel together. And of course you have your side pieces and then you have the cooler. So the cooler, it's riveted through in and through out. So we're gonna have to go in and cut all these solid rivets and then drill out the other ones. So that's going to take a while, but we'll get started on that here. Now we do have, just tripping on flashlights, do have the new cooler here. We're painting it, getting it all black because it does come raw. So I just care about the top, at the back, the front. It's not really going to get painted because you can't see it, but we'll be painting that throughout the day here. And then, yeah, we got to set you guys up here and we'll get to going here. It's going to be a little bit of work, but, yeah, make it happen. Alright, now this is the difficult part. We've gone ahead, we've unriveted the cooler. Just trying to get it out right now. I thought it was going to pop right out, so I put you guys back on. But it doesn't quite want to do what I want. Down here in the corner, there's this little rivet, this point right there. I gotta get that in there and then out. So I gotta kind of push this back in, pop these out, pop this out first, and then it'll pop in, hopefully. I'll set you guys back up. I'll keep trying to do this. Should be soon. There we go. Full of coolant. Good done. Very nice. You know, when I first started trying to get the rivets out here, I was really questioning if I should be doing this. But seeing this thing without the cooler in it, Isn't that awesome? That is amazing. Now, of course, yes, this will droop because there's no support in it. Wow. On the rear, right there, down here, 73.5 inches. There you go. Now let's just quickly do this other one. There you go. From the cooling jet down here, 63.5. So this is going to be a 10-inch chop. This is going to be a rowdy sled. Now, I know I didn't really show you guys, but to get these rivets out, let's see, which one can I do here? Yeah. So some of these are still in here. You can kind of see that they move back and forth. So what I did is on the bottom of the cooler, just took with the grinder, ground that flat, and then with the air hammer, I just hit pretty much the point and just pushed them through. Now that worked on most of them. As you can see, like, lots of the holes are empty. I only had, let's see, 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of the whole thing didn't punch out. I'll just cut them. They'll be out. And then we'll get to getting that new cooler put back in. So that's fantastic. That's just a sight, eh? Look at that. Never seen a Skidoo tore this far down. Like, I'm amazed. Really doing something here. So we've painted this. It now has about 4 coats of black on it, which is really all I'm gonna put. I didn't care too much, I just wanted it black. So we'll get it put back in there. This, the back piece on the wrap, we will transfer that over, which really, it'll stop right about there. So that'll be cool. Some of the foam, have to figure out getting that transferred over. The heat wrap, I don't know if I have foam, but I sure do have heat wrap. So we'll just transfer some of that shit over. See what we can do here. Just show you guys another look at that. We're going in hard here. Another thing we're gonna have to do, so once we mount the new cooler, we'll figure out where our 10 inches is, we'll cut it. We'll try to give it the same taper that they did here. So we'll just kind of slide this down, reuse that. We'll try to reuse some of these holes. I don't know what I will and won't be able to use, but from the looks of it, I didn't know what that mark was. Usually Skidoo does that. But we'll figure out what holes I have to use, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the new cooler somewhat bolted up. Now what we have to do now is I went ahead and we actually mounted this rear cooler piece. This is like the support bracket. Now we're gonna have to cut, so I'm gonna follow the rear end of this cooler. I'm gonna cut here, and then using the inside, I'm gonna cut along this to make our initial cut. We'll bolt the bumper on there, because I do believe that this hole here will work, and then this one will be our second hole. So I'm hoping those two work for the bumper. Not sure yet. But we're gonna go ahead, we'll start cutting. And even what I could do is I could just come and cut one fucking solid 90 right down there. So that's what I probably will do. We'll mount the bumper and then we'll cut our final angle. So yeah. And then I also got to put rivets in here to mount the cooler back to the support. And then kind of looking at this snow flap here, it'll use the two holes. If you just look through the taillight opening, there's a hole there, that's those two. And then there's one there. And then I do believe we'll have to take this rivet out that I put in and use it there. I just did that to set the tunnel. And then just using bolts, 1/4 inch. One bolt there, then another bolt here just to tighten it down. And then we'll have to go ahead and drill holes, screw out the cooler there just for our mounts, but we'll leave that till next video. So I'll get you guys set up and we'll start cutting. Okay, so the camera died there, and then we went for dinner, so it kind of worked out. But just gonna show you guys where we're at. So we cut the tunnel, so we're pretty much even there. Now the old piece on the side here, it kind of tapered out and then down. We didn't do that. I just cut it flat. I will end up painting this black just because it'll look better. So now what we're doing is we're trying to do the bumper. Now what I found, sorry, I got a cold, I'm kind of fighting right now, so sorry about my voice. But that's the original hole that it mounts in. Now the tunnel kind of comes like that and then it sits. You got your hole here. You get these little plastic pieces in the end. What we're going to do, we're going to cut this mount off. I'll just set you guys down. I'll just show you. So we're cutting pretty much 10 inches off the bumper, which makes sense because we're 10 inches shorter. So I marked it there. We'll cut it, then we'll transfer these little plastic pieces in. Then, once we get that mounted, of course, since we're to 146, we have a lot more meat here at the back of the tunnel than what like a normal sled would have. And I'll just use this piece as a demonstration. See, that would be like your end, normally. It would be that angle. So that's our difference, is like 1/2 inch. So we want to get that so it's the same. Now because yeah, that's pretty much the angle we need to be on. Right there. And we got that little bit of a difference. So we're going to try, cut it, make it the same. I did drill a hole, so I might be able to use that as a reference. And then we can, yeah, make it happen. But I'll put you guys back on time lapse. We'll get the bumper cut. We'll try to get it on. Yeah, we'll just go with that. We'll see how it works. I did cut the snow flap a bunch, just because I believe the Expert bumper, it's got more of a bend in it. Kicks it up more. So since we're trying to reuse our stock one, it's a little tight right here in the corners. So I just cut it and I trimmed it so it'll sit a little flusher, and then just kind of ran the cut to the back. Looks fairly decent. Of course, aluminum dust over everything, but we'll get her all cleaned up later. So yeah, there's that's what we're doing. So there you guys go. This is the first look at the cut tunnel. Pretty much finalized. Now I got the bumper. I have bolts here, and I have, what else? Yeah, so just 4 bolts in it. They're in there. Comes up to about here. We have fitted the taillight housing and whatnot. We had to do a little cutting to make it work, but it's in there now. So all I'm going to do, I'll get this done off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and paint this black, just this rear structure piece, just make it look a little better. And then, yeah, go ahead, start drilling the hose, but that'll be in next video. So, like always, thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, be sure to go below, subscribe, give us a big thumbs up if you liked the video. And yeah, tune in next video and we'll be finalizing this thing and hopefully riding it.